Stop expecting life to be fair. It's time to face reality. Think about it. Have you ever felt like you got the short end of the stick? Like life dealt you a hand that just wasn't as good as everyone else's? Maybe you worked your butt off for something and it just didn't pan out. Or maybe you see other people succeeding and you're left wondering, what am I doing wrong? You're not alone. We've all been there. And it's not just some abstract philosophical idea. It's something that impacts us every single day. I remember one time I was so sure I was going to get this internship. I had all the qualifications, I aced the interview, I was practically picturing myself working there. And then crickets. Someone else got it. And I was crushed. I felt like it was so unfair. I mean, I had put in the work. But you know what? That experience, as painful as it was, taught me a lot about the unfairness of life. It wasn't just about me, it's something we all experience in different ways. So where does this unfairness come from? Well, it's like a bunch of lotteries we didn't even buy tickets for. First up, the Circumstantial Lottery. Where you're born, your family's resources, the school you go to, all of that plays a huge role. It's like starting a race a few steps behind everyone else. Not exactly ideal, right? Think about access to education. Someone born in a community with amazing schools has a huge advantage over someone born in a community where the schools are underfunded. That's not about effort. That's about circumstance. Then there's the genetic lottery. We don't choose our genes. Some people are born with predispositions to certain things, good or bad. It's just the luck of the draw. And let's be real, sometimes the draw is, well, let's just say it could be better. I have a friend who struggled with anxiety for as long as I've known her. And it's not something she chose. It's just part of her genetic makeup. And it makes her life more challenging in ways that I can't even fully understand. That's the genetic lottery in action. And don't forget the timing lottery. Random events, unexpected setbacks, they can throw even the best laid plans completely off course. It's like life's way of saying, surprise, you thought you had it figured out. Think again. Remember that internship I didn't get? Turns out the company went through a major restructuring a few months later. If I had gotten the internship, I might have been out of a job pretty quickly. Sometimes what seems like bad luck can actually be a blessing in disguise, but that doesn't make it any less frustrating in the moment. Now, here's where it gets even trickier. Talent and luck. Some people are just naturally gifted at certain things, and sometimes being in the right place at the right time can make all the difference. It's not to say hard work doesn't matter, it absolutely does. But sometimes it feels like you're climbing a mountain while someone else is taking the elevator. Think about athletes. Some athletes are incredibly talented, but they also had access to amazing coaching and training facilities from a young age. That's a combination of talent and luck. Someone else might be just as talented, but if they didn't have those same opportunities, they might never reach their full potential. And let's not forget human injustice. Discrimination, prejudice, all that ugliness, it creates ripple effects that can last generations. It's not just unfair, it's downright wrong. The toughest part? The idea of deserving is so subjective. We judge people based on what we see on the surface, but we rarely know the full story. Someone who looks like they have it easy might be dealing with hidden struggles. And someone who seems unlucky might have made choices that contributed to their situation. It's complicated. So, what do we do with all this? Do we just throw our hands up and give up? Absolutely not. Acknowledging this unfairness isn't about being pessimistic, it's about being realistic. It's about focusing on what we can control, our reactions, our choices, and how we find meaning even when things aren't fair. It's about building resilience, practicing gratitude, and connecting with others who get it. It's about finding your own definition of success, regardless of what other people are doing. It's about celebrating small victories and learning from setbacks. It's about focusing on your own journey, even if it's not the one you initially planned. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together. And even though life might not always be fair, we can still find joy, purpose, and connection. What do you guys think? What experiences have you had with unfairness? Let me know in the comments below.